first community radio station. Your life, your music. KLEK 102.5 FM.
Good Friday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Clouds and some leftover showers today and tonight. The high temperature around 55 and the overnight temperature about 35. And the winds will be light, mainly southwest 10 to 15. Light winds expected Saturday, partly to mostly sunny in the mid-40s. Low 30s expected Saturday night, mostly clear, almost calm. Mid-50s expected Sunday, partly to mostly sunny. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. The US is insisting its airstrike in Baghdad, which killed Iran's General Soleimani, was lawful. Around 1,000 tourists and residents have been rescued from the town of Malakuta on Australia's Victoria coast by the Navy. The UN World Food Programme's identified 15 countries at risk of food emergency if immediate attention's not paid, and a judge in a UK tribunal's ruled ethical veganism is a philosophical belief.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and my special guest today is Mr. Cornelius Moore. How you doing?
Good morning.
He is here for representing Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Yo.
Today is their Founders Day, so I know you're super excited. Do you and the guys have anything special planned for today on this rainy Friday?
On the rainy Friday, not necessarily. Actually, our Founders Day is January 5th,
Sorry.
No, it's all right. But we do plan to make a weekend out of it in some kind of way. We've got a couple of things going around the state, and so we might do a little traveling this go around. We got a couple of things going on in Little Rock. Little Rock having some pretty awesome things going on there, and also hooking up with West Memphis Marion alumni chapter over there in Memphis. Okay. And so we're gonna do a little bit of traveling. Hopefully the rain doesn't. But hey, we can go out in the rain.
Okay, look.
Still do our thing.
They gonna still shimmy and toward the cane, right?
Right, all that good stuff.
All right, so let's just go ahead and get right into, and people who don't know, I don't know why they don't, but for those that don't, tell us when and where you were founded, and give us some of the principles that the organization was built upon.
All right, as you may know, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated was founded January 5th, 1911, on the campus of Indiana University, Bloomington, Indiana, by 10 illustrious founders, on the basis of achievement in every field of human endeavor. And so we hang our hat on achievement, and that's in a nutshell how we present Kappa Alpha Psi, publicly, is that we are men of achievement, and
Okay, and so of course there's this, how can I say, presumption.
There it is.
Don't use that word. That you all are just pretty boys, and all about.
We are.
You're looking for. Okay.
There's no. You call it what you want.
Okay, so you'll accept that, but right. You are about your business when it comes to grades and community service and all that jazz.
That's a must. Besides the prettiness and all that good stuff. Hey,
that's just one side of it.
It's one side. Yeah, we're multifaceted. We definitely come at you from different angles, right? Okay. So we definitely try to shine a light on more than we just present to the public when we're just having a good time and just letting it all hang out. But we are men of achievement, in every field, literally every field. So that's our objective.
All right then, and I know several others, and you all are really coming up in you all are really how can I say? Okay, I know a few that are really doing their thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm at a loss for words today.
I understand. I think it has something to do with that rain, right?
Yeah. So anyway, like there's a few that I know here that are just really doing their thing in their business, and because we're non-commercial, we can't really just shout out too much. But one of them is one of our sponsors, Mr. T.R. Hamilton, his wife.
Absolutely.
With Kids Place. So shout out to them. He is, when I tell you, anyway, he's doing his thing. So.
Oh yeah. We have a lot of brothers that are just kind of low key, achieving. They may not be out, publicly as far as their Facebook statuses, showing what they're doing, but they're moving in silence, but they're still achieving and making some great headway in their personal careers and different things like that. So shout out to those noobs as well that are achieving and not just kind of in the forefront, of social media and things like that. All
right. And then on top of what you all do in your fraternity, you are bringing young men up in the fold. And so we're going to get into some of your programs and talk about the aspects of those and then what, the young men can expect in the age ranges and all of that. So let's just start with the Achievement Academy.
Okay. The Achievement Academy, well basically, it's, the Kappa League.
Okay.
That, many of you may be familiar with. From the city, may see it on social media, different things that we connected ourselves to. It's a Kappa Leadership Development League that is our flagship program. It's more than just a mentorship program. I tell a lot of young men, and I tell a lot of people that, hey, we're more than just a mentorship program. That we actually take the bright minds of our male youth, no matter what color that they may be. We specialize, of course, in our black and brown boys, but we're not limited to those those young men as well. So we're not just a African. We're not just selecting only our black and brown boys, and so I just want to put that out there. But yeah, it is our flagship where we actually take them through 7 phases of Kappa League, where they learn everything from self-awareness to competition, and so that can involve politics. It can involve so many other things to even name. We go to our website, go to Kappa League website, go to Kappa League Facebook, Kappa League Instagram, things of that nature to learn more about that program. But it's a brotherhood for them, just like Kappa Alpha Psi is a brotherhood to us, that are in college and beyond. Kappa League is a brotherhood of leaders, the up and coming leaders for not only just the NEA, Jonesboro, but NEA and beyond. Typically between the ages of, I'll say the grades of 6th grade through 12th grade. Okay. But we don't talk a lot more. We don't talk enough about our God Right, which is the umbrella that houses the Kappa League program, and we can go as far as age 5 if need be. But we're a growing program, so we hadn't really got there yet. But we're trying to really deal with our young men that are going off to college a whole lot sooner. Okay. So that's why we try to our 9th through 12th grade we focus on a lot because. They're getting ready to enter into the world as we know it, and so we want to definitely try to tee them up to be successful.
All right, we have some Facebook shout outs. Good morning to S.L. Robinson.
Who's up with me this morning?
Miss Chanel Scales says, good morning. You have my favorite person on this morning, my brother. I'm so proud of you both. I love y'all. Love you too, Chanel.
Hey, sis. Love you. What's up, S.L.?
Want to say hey to Alexa Scott and Mr. Rollo Brown. Thank you for checking in with us this morning. If you see some noobs around town, give them a shout out. Give them throw some candy canes. It might be some candy canes still left in the store.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, we didn't have any here today. No canes on the tree today.
Oh, no, it's all right.
But I want to read this little piece I saw. I'm looking at your website, and if you want to learn more about Kappa Alpha Psi in general, go to kappaalphapsi1911.com, and there's a wealth of information here. And it talks about the God Right program, and it says, this fraternity sought to help these young men to achieve worthy goals for themselves and make constructive contributions to their community when leadership roles become the responsibility. And I can speak personally from the young men that I've encountered through your Kappa League program. They are some wonderful young men.
I
They're so
appreciate that.
respectful. They have attended many many community events. And when again, they're so helpful and respectful. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Like, they're just, even when you all are not around the adults, they are still representing well.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That's good to know, because we, we monitor those things as well. I had a conversation with a parent. I was like, hey, you let me know if
They get out of line.
Mr. Man needs some guidance. No, honestly though, we definitely want to be support to our parents as well. That just give them another outlet to help raise their young men. Just to give another ear, give another perspective on life, and resources and contributions and things of that nature. Anywhere we can help. Can't do everything, of course.
Yes.
But we can lend a hand of support, and that's what we aim to do there.
Okay.
I do want to give a shout out to our Grand Pole Mark, brother Ruben Shelton, Esquire III, and also to our Southwestern Province Pole Mark there on Hightower. He's probably on his way to Las Vegas right now, where our National Founders Day is being, they're going to be kicking that off today sometime. Okay. I'm sure it's not raining there, no. But I know that he's out there, representing for us here, and also to Jonesboro Alumni Chapter Brothers, near and far, and also the Noops around the state of Arkansas. Okay. Go to arkansasnoops.com and see what's happening around the state.
Oh, let me go check that out.
Oh yeah. Every chapter in Arkansas, from Fayetteville, Iota, all the way to, undergraduate and alumni chapters. Both are doing something, I'm sure, this weekend, and go check that out.
Okay, so we have to give a shout out to the Mrs. Catherine Moore. Hi, girl. How you doing?
What's up, Silhouette?
She says, good morning, love, my favorite new hashtag. Good morning, Mr. T. Air Hamilton.
Yo.
Miss Sharon Rose says it's great. The Jonesboro Kappa League program.
It's Jonesboro Kappa League, Mom.
Okay. All right, and Miss Sharon said the program has done a lot for my son, who's now a freshman in college. Thanks, JKL. That's wonderful.
That's what's up. Thanks for the shout out.
We love to hear those success stories and those, how the program has really made an impact on these young men's lives.
Absolutely.
So I do want to bring it, more to the local level and talk about what you all have been doing, the initiatives that you have created, especially the Gears Foundation. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We have to give a shout out to Dr. Gaines.
Oh, absolutely. I have one more shout out before we get into that, to our silhouettes.
Okay.
Those are our the wives of Kappas, okay. Also the mothers of Kappas, who may not be married, whatever, but all of our silhouettes. And so to the first silhouette, Catherine, hey baby. So I wanted to throw that shout out there. A little bias right there to that silhouette there.
All right.
No, but anyway, yeah. So let's talk about that. You said the Gears Foundation, right?
Yes.
Or what was before that?
Well, basically, just for those, again, I don't know who doesn't know Dr. Gaines.
Oh yeah.
But still, just for those who don't know, let them know. Yeah,
Dr. Gaines is responsible for basically all of this that's happening. Kappa related in Jonesboro. He's been very instrumental. Here at Arkansas State for the undergraduate chapter, Theta Mu. Shout out to those brothers as well. This is why there is even a Jonesboro alumni. It's because there is a Theta Mu, and so those brothers there, that chapter has been instrumental in getting Jack started. Some of those members were actually the founders of Jack back in 2001, and so give a shout out to those brothers near and far, to the founders of Jack, and to the founders of the Theta Mu chapter as well. Now, Dr. Gaines has been very instrumental, not only just for Kappa in Jonesboro, but Kappa around the state of Arkansas. He's well-renowned brother there, and so we definitely pay homage to him, and which led us to beginning the Gears Foundation. Okay. And naming that after him, the Gears Foundation gains educational achievement through resources and scholarships foundation. And so, and on last year around July at our anniversary, the Gears Gala, as well as the chapter anniversary. He was very instrumental in giving out scholarships to our seniors. We had about 6 high school seniors to go off. One's at Ole Miss, one's like Miss Rowe was saying. Her son is Philip. He's in Euler. We have a couple young men here at ASU that are achieving in college as well, and even my own nephew who is in the workforce doing his thing. So we have another leaguer that is out there in Tennessee at the Appalachian State. Oh wow! It's Austin P State. I'm sorry, but he's out there achieving, doing his thing. So we're seeing the fruit of the labor, even with the Gears Foundation, from the donors that are supporting the Gears Gala for the last 3 years that we've had it. Your scholarship donations are going to good use, supporting these young men, and we just look forward to do more, because we follow our young men at least to the age of 25.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I want to say good morning to Mr. Will Smith. Not Will, oh God, Mr. Will Glass. Lord have mercy.
So Glass. Will
Glass and Miss Lucretia Beecham. Okay. I'm glad you mentioned up to age 25.
Yeah.
I was talking to the chief of police, and we've had quite a few crimes, gun-related crimes happening around our city, and most of the ages of the individuals range between 19 to 25, maybe 27, but somewhere in that 19 to 25 age range. And I'm like, okay, where are the initiatives and programs and the mentorships and the, it's like once they turn 18, most people just let them go. And it's like you're on your own. You go to college, you're going to get a job, you're going to do something. But it's like they still need some guidance. And so I'm so happy that you all still stay in their lives until that age, because it has been scientifically proven that until you up to age 25, it's like parts of your brain hasn't really fully developed, and your capability of making good and bad choices, rational choices, hasn't really developed. So yes, thank you for staying in their life.
Oh, most definitely. And that's kind of how it's been. How Kappa is set up, even for the youth, is even from the beginning, from our founders, it's trying to find taking the brightest minds, those that have shown great promise to do more than just the status quo, or just to kind of go along with the gangs and stuff. Like, we try to present an alternative for these young men, because a lot of times if you just kind of hear the testimonies of these young men that have joined gangs, is that they were trying to find support, they were trying to find means or resources, they were trying to find a place to belong, brotherhood, things of that nature. So we try to give them the alternative to those, because if we find out they're in a gang, then they're definitely not suitable for Kappa League. So we're very strategic in pushing our brightest minds in our communities to achieve. And so bless you, sister.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. And so I like that to make that differentiation, because we like I said, we can't do everything, and we're more than just mentorship. I totally agree that we need to find a way to collectively have a mentorship program that solely reflects some of the challenges that we see in the school systems and in the communities, those that may not have all the opportunities that some may have. And so I totally agree with that, whether it be with the Kappa Academy or any other academy that maybe not even has been formed yet. So I share with you in that sentiment.
Anyone else out there listening? You got the mindset to do it. You got the resources.
Yeah.
Let's put it. This is our community. This is our village.
It is.
These are our kids. And so we have to take care of them and look out for them, because they're going to one day be the ones taking care of us. So we need to make sure we're pouring into them and planting those seeds that are going to grow into prosperous things.
Look, I mean, great things can happen if we can all share the load, and just really. And I know a lot of programs are out there. We just have to really, highlight it, more, so that our young men get inside the school systems and get these administrators on board. And we have some that are in the school systems that are on board, but just on a greater scale, and I think we can see some things happen a little bit more, look quicker.
Right. Well, those of you who are over organizations or part of organizations, 2020, look out for Quabila to bug you. This is my community. I've been here over 20 years, and I love this community, and I know it can be great, and our kids can be great. Right. And I have a child in that age range. He's 22, so I definitely don't want him to get lost by the wayside. I'm going to read a few comments before we get ready for our break. Mr. Will Glass says, y'all doing a good thing. Good morning, Miss Ricky Andrews. Catherine says, please support the Gears Gala scholarships are being given to deserving young men, helping them to achieve greatness, and your help is needed so you can support all year round. Don't wait for a special event. Good morning to Ms. Dinah Marshall, Mr. Quinn Henry. Will says, I'm pretty sure my son wants to be part of the organization like this. Yeah. And Catherine says, great things happen when we share the load. Great quote. So write that down, Catherine. Put his name on it. Get it trademark.
Right.
All right. So we're going to get ready for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about some of the actual events that you have done, so that people know that you are out in the community. It's not just about wearing letters and colors and a name. You are actually active in the community.
Absolutely.
And so I want to highlight the galas and the other things that you've done, and then tell people how they can support you. So,
absolutely.
But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. Please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after these announcements. More with Mr. Cornelius Moore from Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Is your child facing a problem that you aren't talking with them about? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Every child faces challenges growing up, but culturally, certain childhood challenges come with a greater social stigma. Here are 3 ways your child can be silently struggling and how to support them. First, statistics show that 1 in 10 young people suffer from mental disorders like anxiety, depression, and ADHD. If your child suffers in this way, talk openly with them about it. Create an environment to help them cope with their condition and reach their full potential. Next, if your child is dealing with an eating disorder, act quickly by seeking professional help. Finally, if your child has a learning disability, pay close attention and validate their strengths in the midst of their struggle. Remember, your family first.
Made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Guide Right Jonesboro Kappa League, a non-profit organization that guides young men to a life of achievement. Kappa League Jonesboro on Facebook, Jonesboro_Kappa League on Instagram, and Jonesboro Kappa League at gmail.com.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air
and then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day. Even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
the story about when he was stationed overseas, and he had an accident in his car and had to have the fender painted. Took it to a body shop, went to pick it up, fender didn't match. He told him that I needed to match to be acceptable. He went back in a few days and everything matched fine. He took it home. The next day, looked at it. They painted the rest of the side of the car. It didn't match the trunk or the hood. Glenn saying, God bless our troops.
Hello, I'm Officer Jonathan Hagens of the Jonesboro Police Department. One of the best decisions I ever made was to join the Jonesboro Police Department. Since joining, I've had the pleasure to give back, protect, and serve my community. Now I want to let you know about that same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing for the patrol officers at the Valley View High School. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information, 870-935-5657.
Applications are being accepted. Applications are available at jonesboropolice.com.
Experience the joy with Bishop Adrian R. Rogers, pastor of Fullness of Joy Church, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 72401. Wednesday night, Word and Worship, 7 p.m. Prayer Thursday night at 7 p.m. Sunday School, 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning worship, 11 o'clock a.m. And our Sunday night live service at 7 p.m.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Mr. Cornelius Moore from Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. They will be celebrating their Founders Day on January the 5th.
Yes.
So we had to get him in today because I am off on a weekend.
Right.
All right. So we're going to continue on with our conversation and get into, again, the local programs and events that you all have been, that you've held and been a part of. So I want to get into the galas. You've had several so far. How many years have you all had?
Since 2017.
Wow. Okay.
We've been doing our galas for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Since I've been pole mark of Jonesboro, I really wanted to highlight at the end of the year everything that we've been doing, and the Gears Gala really came about to help support our undergraduate chapter and things that they need, those young men there, and also to give a way for the alumni brothers to stay active, not only for those undergraduate brothers, but as far as even Kappa League program as well. So that Achievement Foundation is what's going to help us secure an achievement, a center where we can do all of our business and things. So that's the goal that going into this new year, is to really secure a place where we can actually do all of our programs in one location. But yeah, that Gears Gala is really near and dear, and not just because of of who it's honoring, but of what could actually happen from this foundation. And so I'm really excited about even this coming up in June. We get into planning phases now, so that is even bigger and better than the previous years. So we'd like to see growth and progress each year that we have it.
And this is a black tie event.
Absolutely, this is the black tie event. And then we're also looking at having an event maybe that weekend or before that's not the black tie, and so that you can just
make it a fun weekend.
Yeah, make it a fun weekend. Absolutely. So we're looking forward to that.
All right, and then hopefully the other organizations from like Conway, Pine Bluff, Marion, all those, they can come down and join in the festivity.
Oh yes. And I've already received notifications from those pole marks. Those event chairmen to say, hey, just let us know when we need to be there, the whole nine. So conversations centered around Achievement Weekend is what we call it, Achievement Weekend, where we commemorate our anniversary for Jonesboro alumni, because we've been it'll be 19 years this June 30th. And then for the Gears Gala, celebrating its existence for going on 4 years. And so we have a lot to be thankful for, as well as to celebrate. So we're looking forward to that. Even Kappa League will be celebrating this coming February on being 4 years old.
Really?
Yes, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. So Kappa League Founders Week will be coming up February 2020. Looking forward to that. So
all right then. Well, I would love to have. I know it's kind of hard to get the young men in here during school time, but hopefully during the summer hours, we can get them out of bed and get them in here. That's a challenge. So get up. Maybe we have to promise them take them lunch or eat breakfast, or you got to do something.
Yeah, they like to eat now.
All right.
And,
tell them, okay, look, you come to the interview, you get to go eat. How about that?
Oh, absolutely. And even if you do off-site interviews and things like that, maybe during one of their business meetings, we meet on the campus of ASU at the Delta Center there. So we've been meeting there here recently. So maybe, hey, if you have time to come out on one Saturday.
Okay.
I know that's your weekend too.
Well, that's all right, but I'll give it up for the babies. I love the babies.
Oh, most definitely. But yeah, they like to eat though, I tell you. So we have to bribe them a little bit too.
Oh my goodness. All right, so tell us about some of the other events that you all have participated in, and then what does it mean to you? Like, I know I've seen some of you guys at the Back to School Drive, then there's been several community festivals like in the fall and the spring and different other events. So tell us about some things you participated in. Okay,
on last year, and I think we've done it. If my memory serves me correctly, I know we've done the voter registration drives.
Okay.
That those are important, especially this year. We're definitely going to get out there and get the voter registration kicked off because it's very important. A lot of important elections happening, so get them involved with that. I've had them involved. Briefly, but they were able to participate with the NAACP. They went to a couple meetings there.
Yes, they did.
And you mentioned about getting with the police department. Well, it was one of the meetings with the police chief and his staff, and so they get to hear and experience that. We've actually had a anti-bullying summit that we need to pick back up on that. What else? We've had.
I know they helped us at our Juneteenth event.
Yes.
They helped move tables. Thank you.
Yeah, Juneteenth, and also the NEA Food Bank. Kappa League goes out and they serve there. One of the big programs that we've had, and we've done this over the last 3 years, is partnering with the Jonesboro. The name just slipped my mind, but it's the community Thanksgiving dinner. That we've been serving at the St. Bernard's Auditorium. Yeah, so we've done that
several years.
Yes, the last 3 years, and so we've just kind of taken that up on. Like that is one of our staple service projects, and so anytime they would have us, which they welcome us back every year, and so we definitely look forward to that. Another thing that we've been able to do is the winter wear drive. Coats and winter wear for those that may need it. One program that I'm really we had very much success in, but we haven't done it the last 2 years, is the 5K that we had, and I believe it was 2017. It was a 5K that we raised funds for St. Jude, and so we're looking forward to kicking that back off.
I mean, now that everybody's trying to get all healthy and fit and stuff, that'd be a great opportunity. Come on out.
Oh, yeah. And you can run or walk. And I think I'll do more walking than running,
All right, so I would love to see more healthy initiatives happening, even if it's just nutrition, mental health, whatever. I know we have another group called Leap here in town. Have you all ever partnered or thought about partnering with them?
Not yet. We may be maybe something looking to further.
Okay.
Always looking for a good partnership, someone that may be already doing what we're trying to do.
Okay.
And so. Great resources, somebody we can contact. We look forward to that as well.
And that's how we make our community better. It's not about creating a whole new program. It's
absolutely.
Looking at who's doing what and how can we combine our skills, because just because you may do something similar, there may be something someone else does in a different manner that can enhance or just add to. And I wish everyone kind of had that mindset of, it's not about competition. It's about
Right.
just combining our resources and our energies and our capabilities, and just, again, making whatever program it is, event it is,
Right.
that much bigger and better.
I like how you said that. It's might be a little hashtag. It's not about competition, but combining.
Yeah.
I like that. So,
Catherine, are you taking notes, girl?
yeah, those one-liners. I like that.
I really see us get out of that mindset, and really work together. So I hope I can put some of my degrees to use.
Oh, look.
in this community.
Hey, we pay enough for them, huh?
Yes, might as well. Okay, so I know the year is just getting started. So have you all started working on, for the alumni chapter and for the Kappa League, have you all started working on your calendar?
Oh, absolutely. That calendar is being formed even as we speak.
Okay.
What's going to be good for us. What has worked in the past, or do we want to continue to do that same thing, or do we want to implement something new? We have a little bit of both. We have some things that are staples to our chapters, and also some new ideas, because we have new brothers coming into the chapter, every week. So, which is good, because we have a lot of brothers in this region that are getting active. They're saying, hey, this is the year that I want to, put back into the chapter. I want to get back active. For whatever reason, they had to step away for a second. That's life. But yeah, life happens. Take care of family, friends. Take care of your business, and then, but Kappa, still on their hearts. And so, like, we're seeing the influx of brothers saying, hey, what can I do to help? So it's going to help us to do more and be bigger than in the past. And so I'm very excited about 2020 in Kappa, because this guy's living at this point. And it's going to benefit directly our young men, because we can do more programs with them, because we have more hands to spread the load there. Oh yeah, another program I forgot to mention is the Quiz Bowl. The VPN Quiz Bowl. They're gearing up for that right now too. Looking forward to that. Returning champions, and so yeah.
Oh, y'all might have the competition though.
And also I'll plug in with Kappa League that I mentioned. Shout out to our 4 City Kappa League chapter as well.
Okay.
We have stretched out to the 4 City community to help those young men as well. And so, they're doing big things down in Forest City too. So, shout out to those boys down there.
All right. So Ms. Catherine, she is still with us. She says, partnerships matter. We are stronger together. Ms. Sharon says, JKL mother and son dinner is, mother and son dinner.
Oh, yes.
And then Catherine got my quote. It's not about competition, but combining. Thank you, Catherine.
Oh, yes. That, the mother-son dance is a really big thing, as well. And I hope everybody can hear in this interview that, especially with the alumni chapter, we're not reliving our college days or anything like that, but we are all about, public service, really just trying to, connect the dots, right?
Yes.
And be that community resource, and that should be the objective, right?
Because you all are grown men with your own families. And so you're just trying to make sure, or hopefully make sure, that these young men have, their feet going in the right direction. And you're just trying to provide a little bit of assistance to their families,
Right.
Like you said, some come from single parent homes.
Right.
And some may have 2 parents. However, it doesn't hurt to have that extra helping hand.
Right.
To help them along, not to take the place of what their fathers are doing, but just, that extra.
Absolutely.
Because as a parent, I know I can tell my son something 10 times. One person from the outside can tell him one time.
Oh, yeah.
It makes all the difference in the world.
Oh, yeah. Some of the brothers have really, been there for my son as well. He's in college. He'll be graduating from college this December. And I'm telling you, I've had some brothers that, just drop nuggets. I was like, hey, man, it's good to talk to these guys outside of me, because, you see me every day, you talk to me every day. It's like, I get it. I was your age as well. But, if you have, someone that you can, run some things by, I was having lunch with him yesterday and just kind of having that conversation. It's like, hey, talk to him. That was absolutely. And so some good men that I don't mind him talking to get some guidance.
Alrighty then. All right, so I had a question. The undergrad. Is there an active undergrad chapter right now?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not at the moment. So, we're just, working on that.
All
so,
right.
But yeah.
We got to get the D9 back in full force on A-State campus.
Oh yeah.
Get all those flags raised.
All is well. And so, yeah, we're gonna get them boys, where they need to be. Yeah.
I mean, we know everybody go through transitions. Sometimes the chapters kind of fade out or membership, just whatever. The transitions happen, and so. But I would love to see all the flags raised and D9 in full force on campus. Like that would be so amazing. And that would take me back all the way back to mine in the 90s. We're just gonna leave it there.
Exactly. Since I've been in Jonesboro since '99, flags have gone up and down. So it's I've seen it all happen. It's there to celebrate the majority of them, but it is a good thing to see all of the flags represented. Flying high. Consistently. So that just shows that things are going the way they should, and we're taking care of business. So
what I would love to see, kind of side note, like all of the alumni really come together too. I think that might help boost the energy or the excitement for the undergrads, for college students to want to join at the undergrad level when they see the alums really active in their community. So hopefully, I'm putting this out there, not picking on anybody, just saying, I know there's some alums from every D9 in Jonesboro, so I would love to see them, be just really active and flourish, and then excite the younger generation. It's okay. Let's go ahead and keep this. It's a tradition. I don't know if it's a tradition. It's a legacy. Keep the legacies going. Because looking at each of you all's history, all the D9, and how and when and where you were started, the conditions of the United States at that time, 1911. I mean, we can only imagine what it was like.
Even with that, it does go back to January 5th, 1911. Even with our founders, Kappa Alpha Psi was born out of a huge need, immense need to support the young African American students on the campus of Indiana University who faced extreme racism at a publicly, a predominantly white institution. And they could have chosen to go to HBCU, which some did have. They did start their college careers at a HBCU, maybe have been Howard or somewhere over in Atlanta, but they decided to take up on their studies at PWI. So, but in doing so, they had to face some of those extreme racism, in that day and time, which we all knew in 1911 was at one of its highest peaks. So it is what it is, and so even today, we don't face it on the same levels, but we still do have our own challenges that we face, that we have to work through locally, even statewide, even on the national level. So that's why the togetherness, we have the power and the resources and the means that if we put it all together, we can really make a huge impact. And not only just financially, not only in enrollment at our institutions, but even in the elections, we can have a black voice. Just not necessarily just one person or a group of people talking on our behalf, but as everybody having that input and that voice to make some changes that are needed.
Yes, sir, most definitely. And I want to, I don't know if this is a good segue or not, but segue into, you mentioned earlier about the political, this is political season, and, we need to become more aware of who's running for what office, and we can't stress enough that your local positions that are being filled or going to be filled are just as important as the national and the state level. So we have to know who's running for what do they stand on? Does their principles align with ours?
Absolutely.
And so are you all, for those, even though they may not be eligible to register to vote, are you still involving them in the political conversation, just to say, okay, look at who's running for what, look at what they stand for, look at what's happening. Are they going to potentially be a good candidate? Like, I don't know, just having discussion, period.
Yeah, discussion is always good, just we even see, I hate to put it out, but we even see on Facebook where a lot of people do not understand the political process. From the impeachment process of Donald Trump all the way down to, the local level city council. Why things take as long as they take, why things are not looked at it as important. A wide range of thoughts on the matter, but you're not taken seriously if you don't understand the process, right? And like how people say, it goes back to civics. Did you pay attention in civics? Come on. Before you have an idea or a thought about what's happening or what's not, or what's not happening, you need to really educate yourself on the why. Can it happen? Is the system set up for those things to happen? What needs to change? What don't need to change? What does not need to change? Those are some things where you have to really be educated. So that's the idea, is to educate, like KLEK, educate, empower, and so we want to do the same thing as far as politics.
All right, well, we're going to put a pause, a break, just take a break. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will wrap up our discussion with Mr. Cornelius Moore from Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Yo.
You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Our Think Wealthy quote of the week comes from RLJ Company's chairman and CEO and America's first black billionaire, Robert L. Johnson.
The real thing when you talk about wealth creation is two ways you do it. One is you do savings and investments. Most African Americans don't save, and therefore if you don't save, obviously you can't invest. So what I'm trying to do is to do a couple things. One, I'm trying to say go to the huge pension funds, corporate and public, that hold a huge amount of this nation's wealth. And a big portion of that wealth comes out of the pockets of African Americans who pay to their pension fund. But unfortunately, very little of that money is managed by African Americans, because the rap on African Americans is, you guys don't know how to manage money.
To build real wealth, we must save and invest. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Guide Jonesboro Kappa League, a nonprofit organization that guides young men to a life of achievement. Kappa League Jonesboro on Facebook, Jonesboro_Kappa League on Instagram, and JonesboroKappaLeague@gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life, such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
KLEK 102.5 FM salutes small businesses. Small businesses promote local character and success, keeping money in the local economy, local jobs, entrepreneurship, community well-being, and so much more. Contact us today to learn more on how your small business could be featured on KLEK for as little as $25 per month. Shout out to Always and Forever Pet Grooming, offering baths, nails, and haircuts for dogs and cats. 2929 South Caraway Road, Jonesboro. 870-520-0925.
Major key alert, don't ever play yourself. You want to get that paper to secure the bag, you better turn in that paper and get an A+.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
The key is to make it, so make it.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Mr. Cornelius Moore from Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I have truly enjoyed this conversation today, and
always.
I hope that people have learned a little bit more about the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter and the Jonesboro Kappa League. You are movers and shakers of our community.
Oh, wow. I appreciate it.
You are getting these young men in line, and I love to see when they are dressed up in their sweaters or cardigans and tie. Like, they just look so adorable.
Oh, well, you just wait, because we got some
more gear.
Yeah, we got some we're going to share with y'all in just a little bit.
Now, when you all have them dress up, I know they go to their meetings dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
Have they ever talked about how it makes them feel? Do you ask them, how does it make you feel when you are more put together versus when you just come in all slouchy?
Right. Well, first of all, you can't get in the door being slouchy.
Okay.
You know, shirt is not ironed. You can't come in, go out and fix yourself before you come back. I mean, because you definitely want to take some pride in how you look.
Okay.
It's one of our it's the integrity of how you carry yourself and present yourself, how you market yourself, and so we that's one of our high priorities for them, and so it makes them feel good. I mean, initially they're kind of like, oh man, but hey, this is not a situation where you just jump out of bed, and you have to be intentional when you come out of the house, so that people can take you serious.
That's right.
And one of our things is changing the narrative, of our young men. A lot of people can size them up and say, hey, they're this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
But when they come out and they present themselves in a way that's becoming, and they're seeing, hey, people can take them serious.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they walk up to them and they ask them for support. I say, you give them something to support. Give them, the look and feel like you're actually taking care of business. And so, if the brothers come in, looking dapper, then definitely their representation. It's kind of like when your mom and dad, say, hey, when you go outside looking crazy, you're a representation of us.
Yes.
And so it's kind of like the same thing. It's like, hey, get yourself together. But the young men, they really like, dressing up, getting themselves, we're teaching the younger ones, of course. They like to play in the dirt, and they're kids. But some of the older young men that are getting ready for the workforce, getting how to present themselves to a young lady, things of that nature. So, yeah.
Yes, please teach them how to talk to young ladies.
Absolutely.
Not just, hey, yo, what's up? No.
Right. Yeah, it's a wide range of classes, from financial literacy to grooming to habits of conversation, how to communicate, not just social media, not just electronically, but also the old-fashioned way.
Yes.
It's spirituality. Make sure that they are in tune spiritually in their local churches or wherever they may worship. And so all of those things is across the board, well balanced program. And so it's not about getting them into things that they shouldn't be at an early age. It's the complete opposite. So we want to definitely change the narrative. Well, not necessarily even change the narrative of the program, because the program has always been what it needs to be on the up and up. So,
okay.
But just bringing in young men, changing their mindset of how they see life and how they see themselves is the objective. So,
right. Since the program has been in place, well, since you all have been operating the program here in Jonesboro.
Mhm.
Have you ever had young men come to you and say, "Okay, I'm really facing this issue, and it's, they're facing some type of pressure, peer pressure, whatever the case." And
absolutely.
Like, have they opened up to you and say, "I need help"?
Oh, absolutely. We do mentor those young men in the brotherhood. It's a brotherhood for them. They can govern. They have a government even within the program, and so they take care of their business. They run their meetings and things of that nature. But then the flip side is when they actually need that personal one-on-one. Say they're dealing with some life issues and life circumstances. Like adults do, so we give them that outlet, and they need some tips on how to handle situations, maybe with parents, because sometimes we as parents can be extra.
Yes.
Right? And so they'll say, "Hey, I don't know how to handle this, can't go to my parent." And so and we've said from the beginning, we're not stepping in place to be a parent figure. We're their big brothers. And so they're more open to they can say, "Hey, what's up, bro?" Even though I'm 38 and they're maybe 18, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
Okay.
Right? And so there's still a respect there, but they don't have to have the same emotions attached to if they were talking to like a parent figure.
Okay.
It's not, so they can come down off they can break their walls down. They can really, open up to where they need to, get the help that they need. So we're big brothers, not parent figures. And we really, enjoy that interaction between those young men. I mean, like Kappa League is like the big thing for Kappa, here in Jonesboro is, getting those young men on the right footing. Because we wish that some of us wish that we, were able to have some of the same resources that they have.
I'm so happy that you all are pouring back into them, and I'm sure that these young men their lives are going to be so much more enriched, and they're going to remember the impact you made forever.
Oh, absolutely.
And hopefully they, in turn, do the same thing as they get older and put back into their community, wherever they choose to live.
Oh, absolutely.
Another comment from Ms. Catherine. She says, Chandler Financial Consultants is proud to be a supporter of JKL. And Ms. Catherine, we definitely got to get together on that aspect.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's wonderful that you have so many supporters. So in our last minute and a half, tell people how they can support and where to find you.
Look, we're getting ready to gear up for our Kappa League Epsilon class. So young men out there, you may know that can that want to benefit from the brotherhood, just have them go to social media and reach out to us. But thank everyone for their support. KLEK for always supporting Jonesboro Alumni Theater, Gears Foundation, Kappa League, all of that. You guys have been very instrumental in pushing our agendas out, giving us a platform. So as we celebrate this J5, we want to definitely celebrate your anniversary as well. For 5 years being in existence, and we'll continue that support. Kappa's, look for that calendar coming out, social media, about what's going to be happening in the very near future for February 2020. We've got something special brewing up for you, lovely ladies of Jonesboro. It is the love month, and so.
Okay, do I need sequence or do I need?
Just come as you always come, Kubila. You come fresh, right? And so be looking out for that, and just going to be an exciting 2020 calendar full of events to really service the community, but also have some fun kicking it with the Nooks of Jonesboro. And we got some great things coming up. Kappa League, Gears Foundation chapter anniversary in June. So be looking out for that. J5, y'all see a Noop riding past. Cap outside, honk 3 times, 5 new pie. Say yo. Hey, we just appreciate Jonesboro for their continued support, and we hope to be a light in this community.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone out there for listening and watching. We are a community radio station. I hope everyone has a great and happy Friday. Hello, Ms. Nicole.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of